Hi everyone, it's Susan at the Sacral Cartel again, and today we're going to have Davidia speak to you about the second or sacral chakras. In a minute, I wanted to share with you a great contest that we're having right now. It's a rock story contest. So, if you have a rock that has significance to you, that has some kind of meaning, special story behind it, we would love to hear it. And you can win a prize consisting of 3 items: a $50 gift card, a Gem Trails of Oregon rock hounding book, and our state rock, which is the Oregon Thunder Egg. And this is the one we picked out for the prize. And the 2 runners-up will receive a $10 gift card each. Now you can submit your story either in written form, or you can do a video of your story. Now, I did an example video of a story of a rock that I have that has significance to me, and I posted it on YouTube on our channel, the Sacral Cartel channel. I bet you guys didn't know that we even had one, but I encourage you to check it out because we have some great videos on that channel. Thanks, you guys.
See you later.
So anyway, yeah, I encourage you to submit your stories. We'd love to hear them and share them with everybody. Rocks can be really fun and interesting, and I'm sure there's some kind of great stories out there, and we'd love to hear them. So I'm going to bring on Davidia. She is a wealth of knowledge of the healing properties of rocks and the chakra system. And today she's going to share with you about the second chakra. And if you guys have any questions at all, please let us know and give us a shout out. Let us know you're out there listening. It's a beautiful day here in Portland, Oregon, and we hope you're having a great day out there. So hang on one second, I'll get Davidia. Here she is.
Hi everyone, how are you? So like Susan said, this week we are talking about the second chakra, also known as your sacral chakra. And we went over last week a little bit of the basics about what your chakras are, the 7 energy wheels, vortices in the body that correspond the length of the spine and also the front of the body. So it's actually 2 corresponding channels of energy, front and back, which is pretty awesome. And when we say energy, we're talking about your subtle energetic body. These chakras, wheels, energy centers also correspond with physical areas in your body. So Swadhisthana is going to be the Sanskrit word for the second chakra, meaning sweetness. It resides in your sacral area or your lower abdominal area. The color it corresponds with is orange, and the element it corresponds with is water. So, this chakra is governed by movement, sensation, emotions, sexuality, desire, your needs, and your pleasure. When this chakra is in a state of balance, you have the ability to feel and have pleasure, movement and connection. You are connected with your innate grace. You are nurturing yourself and others. You have the ability to adapt to change and to flow. You have a healthy relationship to boundaries, both for yourself and for others. You are connected to your creativity, your desire, and your emotions. So lots of time, if you ever have taken yoga or done any kind of energy work, they'll say that this chakra really does connect you to your emotional state of being, for sure. When the chakra is unbalanced, it can provoke feelings of guilt and fear and shame. You have a lack of emotional connection to yourself and to others, and you can have an inability to connect to your desires, to your sexuality, and to your creativity. And so when you'll hear me say today about sexual energy and creative energy, they're one and the same. So if you don't have a healthy relationship to your sexuality, it can stifle your creativity, right? So last week we did a little bit of work with talking about someone who may be deficient, who may be excess, and then recommending a stone for general balancing and healing. And so we're going to continue with that theme this week, and I'll recommend 3 stones, 1 for each. And then I'll go over a little bit about how to work with each of these stones as well, and a really nice healing meditation that I'm going to recommend. So let's start off with deficient. By the way, if you all have any questions, please interact with us, let me know. But yeah, so if you are deficient in this chakra, what that might look like or feel like for you is a denial of pleasure, rigid and excessive in boundaries. You may have a fear of change, you may lack desire, passion, and excitement in your life. You may feel rigid in your body and in your attitude, and you may feel the inability to have an emotional flow. So for this deficiency, I recommend the stone carnelian. So one of my favorite stones to work with for this chakra in particular. Carnelian provides vitality, it activates your creativity, and again, that link between creativity and sexuality, and it helps with acceptance of the cycles of your life. So again, that fluidity, that ebb and flow of whatever may be happening, whatever may be going on, the ability to go with it and move through it in a really positive and accepting way versus fighting against it. It helps to protect against any negative emotions. It's really energizing stone, and it gives you courage to create the change that you may need in your life. So let's go ahead and look at a couple of different options. So we've got these really beautiful tumbled guys here. That looks super pretty. You can kind of see it's like we've got a little light happening here. Whoop. And really nice palm stone. And this is like actually a little, what they call a worry or soothing stone, so you can take it right in your thumb and just have it and rub it. It's really nice. This bigger version of a palm stone, and again we're hitting the light here, is super pretty, and this is actually available on our website. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check us out at thefossilcartel.com. And the last one is a little egg. And so in dealing with the second chakra, it's a really nice place to, for men and women, balance the masculine and feminine energies. So when you think of the shape of the egg, fertility and governing the sexual organs, it's really nice to have and hold and meditate with, or just sit on a little nightstand by your bed. So a few different ways to work with carnelian. I'm also wearing a beautiful carnelian pendant set in sterling silver on a sterling silver chain. This is also available for purchase. So another nice way to work with stones is to wear them, to have them on your person. That energy that you want to draw in is nice to have always with you. So yeah, that's deficiency. Again, carnelian, working with that energy. Let's move on to someone who may be excessive in their second chakra. And what that might look or feel like in this area of your body or energetically for you would be someone who is ruled by their emotions, someone who is overly sensitive to everything, someone who has a lack of boundaries with themselves and with others, someone who could be manipulative with their energy, both creatively wise, it's really hard for me to say, and emotionally. Someone who is overly dependent on others emotionally, and someone who could have an unhealthy relationship to their sexuality, be that through sexual addictions or a misuse of their sexual energy. So for this excess, and to kind of remedy those factors, I recommend moonstone. So again, working with that feminine element, moonstone powerfully calms the emotional state. It connects you to the energy of the moon, right? So the moon goes through its cycles and its phases every single month, the waxing and the waning, the full and the new. So connecting you to those cycles of life and allowing you to flow steadily through them without any fear. It stabilizes you It provides deep, rich emotional healing, and it creates receptive, passive, feminine energy. And again, when we talk about the masculine and feminine energy, not so much just for women, but for men now more than ever as well, to connect to that state and that energetic state of being and being able to flow in between the masculine and the feminine. Really awesome. So let's take a look at some different options that we have for moonstone. I've got some beautiful tumbled pieces, and I specifically chose the peachy tones here for the moonstone so that you can kind of get a feel for working with the color and keeping with the theme of orange. And these beautiful, again, palm stones. Really nice. There's a nice flash happening there. I'm going to try and get out of the sun so you can see. Another one here. Really nice. And again, you can take these just in your palm, little thumb, and have them while you're soothing, meditating. Super nice. And we also have these really cool strands of beads in the moonstone, and super nice for you to wear. You can also layer them up and create nice little chunky bracelets as well. So super nice. So yeah, moonstone, really nice. Moonstone is one of my personal favorite stones overall out of all the crystals. It's just a really nice, emotionally balancing stone. So last but not least, we're just going to talk about a stone that is good for general balancing of this second chakra, Swadhisthana. And when someone is balanced in the chakra, what this looks like is they have a sense of emotional stability. They're in touch with their feelings, they can be vulnerable, they have a healthy relationship to pleasure and to desire, and they have the ability to transform and activate their sexual energy into creative energy. And not that it's not important to have a healthy relationship to your sexual energy, because it definitely is, and connecting with that in a very healthy way, but also being able to use that for creative purposes. So not being ruled by desire and pleasure, but actually being able to activate it and transform it so that you can use it in all facets of your life. So, the stone that I chose for this is orange calcite. And so overall, calcite helps to connect you to your emotions and helps to create emotional intelligence. So linking you from your second chakra all the way up to your mind, the higher centers of your brain, and creating this really cohesive emotional intelligence. It eases any emotional stresses that you may have. It enhances your ability to trust yourself, super important, especially when we're dealing with our emotions, trusting how you feel and honoring that space. And it balances your emotional state, and it helps to remove fear. And those are specific qualities to orange calcite, which we're talking about here. Another really nice, hardy, rich stone to work with. So for orange calcite, I've got this beautiful sphere that is like this really pretty mango-y orange color happening here. And you're really getting cool, hopefully the sun's not too bright and you can kind of see the coloring that we've got going on here. If you are someone who is partial to the rougher, raw version of stones, we've got little pieces, little chunks here. And these run about $4 to $5. So nice to have the sun out today, you guys. And then we've got super small tumbled little pieces here, like that as well. And last but not least, a really big hardy chunk, and this would be nice to put in the home or have by your bedside stand while you're working, placing it on your altar, for those of you who have one. So yeah, just a little recap. Those of you working with the chakra who may be a little deficient, carnelian's a great stone. Those working with the excess, overabundance in the second chakra, moonstone is great. And those of you who just want general overall balancing and healing for the chakra, we're talking about orange calcite. And so what I want to offer up today, last week we did a little grid with all of these stones for the root chakra. And this week I want to offer up a really nice exercise to start to get the energy moving in the second chakra. And so it's nice before you begin any kind of meditation or energetic work to move, right? Because the chakra is water, fluidity, movement, sexuality, creativity, right? And a nice way to connect to that is to move your body. So you can take a moment, turn on a song, dance, no one's around, no one's watching you, and then take a seat. So a comfortable cross-legged seat. Or if that is uncomfortable, you can sit in a chair, sit in any way that feels comfortable to you, and then just start to move your hips around in a circle. And you can turn on a slower paced song to do this, and just start to feel the energy in this area of your body. Use your breathing, close your eyes, again, no one's watching you, and start to feel into your body and start to connect with this area of the body. Super amazing. And once you've done that, kind of calm and quail the waters. Be sure your circles go in both directions, so taking half of the time to go in one direction and the other. And so kind of stirring the spine like it's a spoon stirring a bowl. Really nice. And then once you've felt into that energy, pause, find stillness again, and then grab a hold of the stone. So whatever stone you're working with, the carnelian, the moonstone, the calcite, and place it in your left hand, the hand of receptivity, receiving your own energy. Place the stone in your hand, take a moment, breathe and connect, and then actually place the stone right below your navel, right towards the pelvis, and start to use your breathing to draw into this area of the body, to breathe into the stone. And do this, cycle your breathing, inhale and exhale through this area of the body, up and in and out. And just start to breathe there. And so whatever it is that you're working with, whatever it is your intention is behind it, really focusing in on that, honing in on that, whether it's to calm and cool the waters, or if it's to wake the waters up, to be able to ride the waves, whatever it may be, drawing that in, being very clear with yourself, you know? And this can go for about 5 to 10 minutes. It's a really nice meditation for yourself to take this time to work with this area of the body. So that is it this week for the second chakra, Swadhisthana, Sacral Chakra. Just a few reminders. Please, please, please always use your intuition. If something that I'm saying does not resonate with you, go off, do your own research. You know, talk to different healers, talk to your yoga teacher, talk to your massage therapist. They are all well-versed and well-knowledge in the chakras, or should be, hopefully. Practice with care, practice with mindfulness and awareness of what's happening in your body, being honest with yourself. Take time to align with your own cycles, to feel the ebb and the flow happening in your life, and honor that, just like we talked about with the cycles of the moon. Beautiful way to connect. And yeah, do your own research, and yeah, look up, we offered some books last week, and I'll just reiterate those. Chakra Bible by Judy Hall, super great. The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. And then there's the Chakra Bible by Patricia Mercer. And my favorite, Eastern Body, Western Mind, goes really in depth on the chakras and healing them, by Anoda Judith. So great, great resources. Next week I'll have some copies and I can show you guys. But yeah, so stop in and see us at the Fossil Cartel. We're here tonight until 7, and we're open weekdays 10 to 7, and on Sundays from 11 to 6. This has been the latest installment in our series of working with the chakras. Next week we'll be talking about one of my favorites, the solar plexus, digging into your personal power and personal peace. So that'll be really fun. That's one of my favorite areas of the body to work with. So yeah. Thank you all so much, and have a great day. Bye.